A brand new method for farming 6-star raids has been found in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. This is going to make it easier than ever to get things like Herba Mystica, and of course those Terra Shards you need to change your Pokemon's Terra type. But what makes this method truly incredible is you don't really have to do anything to pull it off. You don't even have to beat the Pokemon in the raid. So what am I talking about? Well, let's go ahead and take a look at some footage in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet that I recorded earlier, so I can show you this amazing trick to get whatever items you want from those raids. Alright, so here we are in my game, and as you guys can see, I'm just looking at my inventory here. Now, nothing too special to talk about. These are just kind of your standard, everyday, awesome items. But I want you to keep an eye on the grass Terra Shards here. Now, we have 11 of them. There's not going to be a quiz on this number, but just keep that in mind, because I want to verify to you that this works, because it's not very apparent right at first. Now, in order to actually pull this off, you're going to have to go into a link raid with your friends. So you're going to have the link code, you guys pick some 6-star raid to go into, and you're going to have to all go into the same raid. Now, this apparently does not work as consistently with just kind of the normal raids you find in lobbies, so I can't really recommend doing that method. But if you do have a group of 3 or 4 friends, you're going to be able to get this together and start farming items very quickly. As you can see here, we are going to be facing a Darkspun, and it's going to be Grass Terra type, which is why it's going to affect those Grass Terra Shards that I showed you. But one thing about this method I want to let you guys know right off the bat, this is going to only impact everybody except the host. So for some reason, the exploit we have working here only is going to benefit everybody except the host and not the host himself. Now, just kind of bear with me. I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So, as you can see, we're beginning our raid here, and here is where our secret weapon actually comes into play. We see we have that grass Darkspun there, and we are sending out Quaxleys. And we are sending out level 1 Quaxleys. Now, I know the method up to this point for farming raids has been get the strongest Pokemon possible and just murder that thing with, held items, fully maxed out stats. Forget about that. Get a level 1 Pokemon and let yourself get absolutely rocked in the raid. Now, our Quaxley just got knocked out, as you can see, and, the Darkspun is getting progressively more powerful here. What I'm going to do, I'm going to bring you guys in once we've been knocked out all the way and the den is maxed out to show you exactly what happens. All right, now as you can see, we did just get knocked out for, I think, what is the, 4th or 5th time here. And you can see tremendous energy is gathering around our Darkspun there. We are definitely going to be in a little bit of trouble momentarily. All right, and as you guys can see, the Darkspun has released all of its gathered energy. Oh my gosh, the raid is over. We've all been blown away. Game over, man. We did not succeed in taking that thing out. But you know what? That's okay. As you guys can see, we have survived our ordeal, but now let's go ahead and take a look in our bag. And if we go ahead and go to our items, go down to the bottom, you can see we now have 14 Grass Terra Shards. Now, obviously, it was intended for the prize for this raid to be those 3 Grass Terra Shards for anybody that took down the Pokemon. However, it seems there's an issue in the game right now that when you go into a link raid with your friends, everybody who loses, if you guys lose, gets all the prizes for beating the Pokemon except for the host of the raid. Now, this is pretty interesting because even though there's no menu pop-up to say that you're going to get those items, no matter what happens, if you just lose right away, you're still going to get all those items. Now, obviously, the raid host cannot get those items, but it doesn't really matter because this method is so fast, you guys can just rotate the roles and have somebody else host for a while, or you can just farm a ton of items like Herba Mystica and Shards, go ahead, trade them, and just get your items across that way. Now, for us, it took about a minute and a half because we did have 2 NPCs playing with us. We had 2 level 1 Quaxleys there, and we were able to get through it pretty fast. If you and 3 friends all bring level 1 whatever Pokemon to the battle and just get destroyed, you're going to be able to grind every 6-star raid in about 1 minute. Now, the real added benefit to this also is it doesn't really matter where you are in the game. Do you have strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon? It doesn't matter. Just bring them to the battle, get destroyed, and collect your items and move on and go to the next one. All right, now one other really cool application of this concept, if you want to go ahead and farm one particular type of Terra Shards, you can go ahead and use the day skip method to go through your 6 stars, and you can go ahead and find whatever Terra type you want that'll guarantee you to get those shards, making it quite a bit easier to get to the 50 needed to change your Pokemon's Terra type. And one last thing, I want to give a big shout out to WolfGlick and all of his fans. They are the ones that discovered this kind of concept, I believe, accidentally when they were doing raids. So it's really, really awesome they were able to discover this and share their findings with everybody, making it that much easier to get as many of these awesome items as you want. So now that being said, this is by far the fastest method we've been able to find so far for grinding those 6-star raids. And of course, I hope you guys are able to use it to get a ton of awesome items in your Scarlet and Violet games. That being said, go ahead and let me know if you guys are able to use this method to a lot of success, and let me know what items you were able to get from them. And of course, if you did find the video helpful and useful, make sure that you Giga Impact that like button in the face, and of course, consider subscribing because again, it really does help us out, and you'll make sure that you never miss any of our awesome videos just like this one. That being said, everybody, I hope you all are having an absolute blast in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and as always, I hope each and every one of you have a happy, epic, awesome, and amazing day, and I will see you in the next video. See you around. Bye-bye.